Hey YouTube, this is Red Faction Yu-Gi-Oh! Of Team Duelist Republic. I'm going to be taking a look at some stuff from Primal Origin over the next few months before stuff comes out as it slowly gets announced. And today, I thought I'd start off with a couple cards that are new to the Galaxy Photon deck or the Galaxy Archetype. I have a Galaxy Photon deck that I run, I really like, where a lot of the cards have been going. And these are two of the new ones that Kite used in his final duel against Misael on the moon in the Zexal anime. So let's take a look at the two of these that are going to come out in Primal Origin. The first one is Galaxy Tyranno, which is a level 8 dinosaur with 2000 attack and 0 defense. And its effect goes, when a Galaxy monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can special summon this card from your hand in face-up defense position. When you do, you can Xyz summon a Galaxy Xyz monster using Galaxy monsters you control only. So, basically, this is going to be something if your Galaxy Knight, Galaxy Eyes, whatever, gets attacked by something, then you can drop this from your hand and immediately Xyz summon. So you could do Tachyon Dragon, you could do Prime Photon Dragon, either of those two. Neo Galaxy Eyes is a bit chancy, but you could probably pull it off, just depending on situation. My personal opinions on this card, I've seen a lot of Galaxy Photon deck profiles for post-Primal, and they'll run 2 or 3 copies of this, and my biggest thing is, other than it being a trade-in target, because it is a level 8, I don't see any reason to run it. I mean, the big 2 Galaxy cards you're going to have are Knight and Photon Dragon, which have 28 and 3,000 attack points respectively, so your opponent's probably not going to be too inclined to attack either of those monsters. I mean, granted, even if there is an Honest in their hand or it's a Bujin and they drop Crane, they're not going to be too inclined to attack one of your Galaxy or attack your Galaxy Eyes or your Galaxy Knight. I mean, if it's game winning, they just might do it, and this gives a little bit of a counter to that. But past that, the only thing I see this being used for is a trade-in target. So, I don't know how good it's going to be. I will probably put one in my deck just to tech around with it and see how it works out. But I don't think Tyranno is going to warrant a big spot in the Galaxy deck, because I just think the other 2 monsters are too big for your opponent to want to attack for you to actually summon out this thing. The other card is a new spell card, and I really like this one. It's Galactic Chairty. And if you control a Galaxy Xyz monster, discard 1 card and draw 2 cards. If you activate this card, have all damage your opponent takes for the rest of the turn. You can only activate 1 Galactic Chairty per turn. So basically, if, say, this is another thing Tyranno could be used for, you could ditch him if you've got Photon or, well, either of the Photon Xyz monsters or the Tachyon Xyz monsters, then you could activate this, dump Tyranno, and draw 2. So it's basically a +1. But the big downside is your opponent you have all damage your opponent takes for that turn. Now, granted, if your opponent's sitting there wide open and you use this to draw 2, it's not really going to matter. I mean, damage is damage. But at the same time, if you use this and they still have monsters on the field, then it's not going to work out exactly the best for you. I mean, you replaced the 2 cards in your hand that took this card's place. So, it worked out for you, especially if you get like a Mirror Force or Solemn Warning or whatever out of that draw. But, this is my personal opinions on this card is trade-in is a better option, because you can always run Call or Galaxy Zero to pull Knight or Dragon back from the graveyard for it, and they can still do however much damage they're supposed to do. Versus this, which you use it, that's 1 card. You discard a card, that's 2 cards, and draw 2. So all you did was just replace the exact 2 cards that were in your hand, which contradicts what I just said like a minute ago. So feel free to nail me on that one. But Yeah, I don't know how good this card's gonna do. I mean, I'm probably gonna run it at 2 bare minimum, because if I'm down to the point that I just need cards, then this will help. I guess like stall out games where you're not dishing too much damage. This will probably come in handy. But aside from that, Galactic Chairty I think just has a little bit too much of a drawback. So that's the only 2 cards I got for you guys this time. I'm gonna slowly go over stuff as it comes out. Next time I will probably take a look at the 2 Galaxy Eye Dragons that are coming out. So stay tuned for that, and there will be more episodes on this as time goes on, and more of the Primal Origin list comes out. Thanks for watching, guys. Red Faction Yu-Gi-Oh! Of Team Duelist Republic. Same as always. Peace out, YouTube. Have an awesome day, night, whatever time of day it is where you are. See you guys.